Are you also lazy like me? Is that why you clicked on this video? Because if you are, I'm going to show you my summer makeup routine to get this beat right here. I start with the First Aid Beauty facial radiance pads. I didn't believe the hype behind these, and then I used them and I was like, okay, fine. Then I use the Naturium Vitamin C Super Serum Plus. It's also got hyaluronic acid, niacinamide, and salicylic acid in it. It's like a guy's shampoo, but in vitamin C serum. For moisturizer, I use the aestura atobarrier cream. My sister put me onto this stuff, and unfortunately, she is a makeup artist, so when she does put me onto things, I'm like, crap. She's probably right. For SPF, I use the innisfree glowy finish one. My sister also put me onto this, so thanks to her, I guess. Technically, I don't use a primer, but I do use the Rhode glazing milk with the Kosas Dream Beam Sunlit, whatever you'd call this. I don't know. On days that I don't want to put makeup on, that is where I stop. However, if I want to put makeup on, this is what I do. For brows, I use the Rare Beauty brow gel, the clear one, and then the NYX brow pencil to fill in my brows because I have zero brows, but I also have bangs, so it's kind of useless for me to worry about my brows, honestly. The Rare Beauty brow gel is unfortunately worth your money. I've tried a bunch of brow gels from the drugstore and I don't like any of them, so unfortunately, the Rare Beauty one is good. I use the Luminous Silk Foundation from Armani. I use like one pump in the back of my hand, and then I take this tiny little brush, and I'm going to basically like spot conceal with foundation. Put it right here, underneath my nose, on my chin, right here, because I end up getting like spots right there. Basically just in the center of my face. So I'm not taking it out here or on my forehead. I also have bangs, so putting makeup on my forehead seems like a waste of money. So we'll go in with this big foundation brush from Real Techniques, I think. Yeah, and then I'll just kind of like press it into my skin. For bronzer, I use the Makeup by Mario cream bronzer. I'm laughing because there's quite literally like nothing left, and I'm gonna get every ounce of this out. I love this product, clearly. And then I will put this where I would naturally like bronze. So I don't put foundation in this area. I didn't need coverage there, you know what I mean? I also put it on the sides of my nose, and I would, if I didn't have bangs, I would put it up here, but again, I have bangs, so that seems like a waste of money. For blush, I have like perfected my blush routine. I use the Rare Beauty liquid blush in the shade Hope. Also, I hate the packaging of this, by the way. It gets everywhere, and I don't know what I'm doing wrong, but I could fight someone over it. Put a little dollop on the back of my hand. I use this brush from Morphe. It's the M510, and I just like get some on the brush. I start where I want the most pigment and then kind of feather it out from there. Sometimes I will go back in with the brush that I used the cream contour bronzer thing with, and I'll just like blend the bottom a bit more. I don't have any extra product on this. I'm just literally taking the brush back on and like blending it together, you know what I mean? Right, I'm done with blush for now, but I will come back to blush, so we're not totally done. I'm then gonna use two different concealers from Kosas. This one's the pink one in the shade Magic, and then my regular shade is in 2.3 in. Take the tiniest bit of this little pink one, like literally the tiniest bit, and I tap this where it is the darkest. It also helps to like blend the blush into the concealer. Then I take my regular concealer. I don't put my concealer all the way up because I'm gonna end up blending it up there. I feel like if I put it really close to my eye, I turned 30 this month, and I may or may not have a few little wrinkles there that love to just hoard concealer. So I put the concealer down further and then blend it up. Use this big old brush to blend in the concealer that's not underneath my eyes, like that. You see what I'm saying? And then I use this bad boy. This is a Morphe M173 to blend out the concealer. And I'm gonna show you what I do. I just like stamp this and then barely tap it up and over so that it doesn't put concealer in all my wrinkles and then make me look like I'm much older than 30. I do pull it like up here, you know, give me a little snatched look. I also set my face because I'm going to go in with powder blush and powder bronzer to set all of the bronzer and the blush. So I'm using the Patrick Ta bronzer. I've clearly used the heck out of this. And then this like angled Sigma brush. I don't know the number. It's rubbed off. So I don't put a ton of product for bronzer, but I will just like focus it mostly back here on like my temple area and then kind of drag it down a bit. You see the difference? People in the comments are like, no, I don't actually see any difference whatsoever. It's okay, I do. I put some on the side of my nose, like this. In no particular like caring order down my neck. And you can, if you don't have bangs, you know, you just do one of these bad boys right here. Right, for blush, I recently rediscovered the NARS Orgasm Blush. This thing lasts all day, literally all day. Life hack, if you end up putting too much blush on, just go back in with your powder brush and you just like tap over it so it kind of diffuses it a bit. And then I'm also going to use another blush. Technically this is a highlighter. It's the Patrick Ta highlighter in the shade Baby. It's like a light pink. There's like very little pigment on this whatsoever, but I'm using a different blush brush, and I will go like on the tops where my blush meets my concealer. Perfect. It's transition blush, basically. Right, this product is a lazy girl's dream, so if you are a lazy girl for makeup, you need these. It's the Makeup by Mario Master Mattes eyeshadow. I'm using the shade Mauve. You literally just put it on there, and then you take your finger and you just like blend it out like this, and it's just incredible. And you can build up the pigment too. This one's an old one. I need a new one. I hate doing eyeshadow. Like, I despise it with the burning passion. You're not gonna find some crazy eyeshadow looks on my page. You just won't. But what you will find is the lazy girl makeup. I will go in with the transition shade, so I'm using the ColourPop eyeshadow palette in Nude Mood. And I'm gonna use this top shade right there. You could use your bronzer as well. You don't need a palette for this. I use one of these big fluffy brushes, and you just put it in your crease. For eyeliner, I use Maybelline's Tattoo Studio. I really would like a different eyeliner. So if you've made it this far in the video and you have an eyeliner that lasts a long time in your waterline, please feel free to put it in the comment section. I personally need a recommendation. Oh, I'm using the shade Bold Brown because I have blue eyes. See? I am also gonna line up here too. Like I said, I'm a lazy girl. I smudge the hell out of my eyeliner, so I take one of these little brushes right here, and I don't even be looking at it. I just do one of these right here. I do it down at the bottom as well, but I will kind of drag this up to kind of make like a wing a little bit. See, it already looks like I have a wing. Like, I didn't even have to fight liner for it. So sometimes if I get a little crazy and I want like some whimsy to my makeup, I'll put a little of the Urban Decay Moon Dust in the shade Space Cowboy on my lids. See, sometimes you just need a little extra fun. I will curl my lashes, and then for mascara, I'm using the Essence Lash Princess, the purple one. I don't like it. I'm gonna be honest with you. So if you've made it this far in the video and you have a good drugstore mascara recommendation, feel free to drop it in the comment section. Somebody on TikTok recommended this to me, and I would like to fight them because I don't enjoy it. For setting spray, I go in with the Morphe setting spray. I should have done this before I did my mascara, but did I think about that? No. So I'm gonna cover up my eyes and try not to ruin the mascara. For my lip, all drugstore. Can you believe it? I can't. I'm going to use two different liners from NYX, the Line Loud in the shade 10 out of 10, and then just the retractable lip liner in the shade Sand Beige. So I'm going to start with Sand Beige on just the corners out here. Then I use the other one on the center, and I fill in my lips with that. And then I use the NYX Butter Gloss in the shade Devil's Food Cake, and then kind of blend it with my finger. Then I release the bangs, and I am done. You see why I don't put makeup on my forehead? Pointless. Be sure you like follow me and like subscribe and shit, because like that'd be cool, right? Thanks.